Kyle Richards spilled even more details on what contributed to her split from her husband of 3 decades, Mauricio Umansky, on Part 3 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. Host Andy Cohen pointed out that Kyle has been dropping hints about where their marriage stands for a while now, even removing wife from her Instagram bio. She commented on the change for the first time publicly during season 14, admitting it came after Mauricio was spotted kissing a woman in Mykonos in July 2024. "I am not going to be sitting here having wife on my Instagram bio with him running around with people. Why would I?" Kyle said on the show. Andy followed this up by asking Kyle if anyone has slid into her DMs since she removed wife, and she confirmed the answer is yes. "I get random. Yeah, I do, but random whatever. Men and women," Kyle said during Part 3 of the reunion, clarifying the messages are from no one interesting. This, in turn, led to Kyle opening up about Mauricio's pre-split behavior on social media. After listing money, traveling, fame, and Mauricio's business, the agency growing, Kyle admitted that social media also contributed to their separation. "The attention he was getting. With all that, women are snakes," Kyle said during the reunion. "You know, they see a man who's a good husband and a good father, and he has money, and they're like, oh, I want that. Throwing themselves at him, and we got married very young, and he never got to go out and do his thing, and I think that really contributed to the downfall of our marriage." On season 13's episode 11, during a game with the wives, Kyle commented on the question, "What is appropriate for husbands when it comes to communicating with other women on social media?" Kyle stated she believed there should be zero communication with other women on social media. "I've had a fight with Mao over that," she said at the time, and added in her confessional, "Ma gets a lot of DMs from women. They don't care that he's married, and they're always the aggressor. And it just makes you realize there's really a lot of king assholes out there." When Andy asked Kyle at the season 14 reunion if she and Mauricio are still married, Kyle responded, "No one has filed for divorce yet." When Andy asked if she and Mauricio talk about where their future is going, Kyle shook her head and began to cry. "Listen, it's sad no matter what. It's weird. You've been with somebody 30 years, she said tearfully. "It's just sad, and you know, we literally talk every day. We love each other. I feel sad for my kids, and I feel sad when I look back at what a great life we really had. That's sad when you think about that. It is a loss that I will always feel, no matter what." Kyle confessed that she's upset about her current status with her estranged husband. "I have regrets for both of us allowing this to get to this place. I wish that we had communicated better when things started bubbling up," she added. Kyle Richards reveals new details on Mauricio's social media temptations. Women are snakes. In the glamorous yet tumultuous world of reality television, Kyle Richards has carved her niche as not just a resilient cast member of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but also as a powerful force of honesty and openness. This past week, amid swirling rumors and growing concerns, Kyle took to her social media to share some eyebrow-raising insights regarding her husband Mauricio Umansky and the temptations he faces in the digital age. As she sat down for a candid interview, her raw emotions and forthright observations captivated fans and initiated much discussion around love, trust, and the modern challenges of marriage. The setting was casual yet intimate, a cozy nook in the Richards residence adorned with family portraits and the lasting echoes of shared memories. The atmosphere was relaxed, but Kyle's earnestness was palpable as she settled into her seat. With her signature blend of vulnerability and strength, she opened up about the pressures of maintaining her relationship in a rapidly evolving digital landscape. "Let's be real," she began, her tone serious yet reflective. "Social media is a double-edged sword. It connects us, but it also makes us vulnerable." Her words were layered with unspoken concerns. ringing true for anyone who has navigated the complexities of love in the era of constant connectivity. Mauricio, a well-known real estate mogul and television personality, has amassed a significant following online. With his charming demeanor and striking good looks, it's no wonder that his social media feeds are flooded with admiration from fans and followers alike. However, Kyle pointed out a darker side to this adoration, one that she feels could pose temptations and challenges for their relationship. Kyle declared, her expression transforming from reflective to fierce. They can slither in so subtly, and suddenly, you find yourself questioning everything, especially when there are DMs sliding into Mauricio's inbox. The phrase hung in the air, an impactful statement that many could resonate with. In this candid moment, Kyle revealed the struggles that come with being married to someone in the public eye. Although she is fiercely loyal and protective of her marriage, the shadows lurking behind a successful social media presence often weigh heavy on her heart. I trust Mauricio, don't get me wrong, but it's the world we live in. One moment of weakness and everything could change, she expressed with palpable sincerity. Kyle shared a revealing story that highlighted the complex dynamics of their marriage. Just last week, I found a direct message from a woman claiming to be an old friend of his, asking him to meet up. I almost lost it, she exclaimed, rolling her eyes. Mauricio was confused. He had no idea who she was, and at this point, we've both had to set boundaries. But it's these encounters that make me feel uneasy. Her voice softened as she continued, it's about being aware. I can't control who reaches out to him, but I can control how we interact with those situations. We've built something incredible together. I refuse to let it get jeopardized by a fleeting flirtation. The conversation deftly shifted towards the role of trust in their relationship. Trust is the foundation of every relationship, Kyle affirmed. Without it, everything crumbles. Mauricio and I talk openly about these situations, and it's what keeps us strong. But I can't deny that there are times when insecurities creep in. We're human. Throughout their marriage, Kyle and Mauricio have navigated the complexities of love through high highs and low lows, emerging stronger after each challenge. They are a quintessential Hollywood couple, yet they are just like everyone else, grappling with vulnerabilities inherent in any long-term relationship. We've been together for decades, and it's not always sunshine and rainbows. It's hard work, but it's worth it, Kyle asserted, her voice imbued with conviction. As the conversation progressed, Kyle shared some heartfelt wisdom based on her own experiences. In my personal journey, I've learned that communication is key. I have to share my feelings, and he has to understand the impact it has on me. In a world where perception is everything, we can't afford misunderstandings. When asked how they navigate social media as a couple, she emphasized, we have rules. No responding to random DMs unless it's a professional matter. If you wouldn't say something to someone's face, don't say it online. We treat our digital personas the way we treat our real lives, with respect. Her honesty struck a chord, resonating with many who have faced similar dilemmas in their own relationships. She talked about the importance of mutual respect and loyalty, declaring, it's not about restricting each other, it's about setting boundaries that keep us safe. Trust is built on understanding, and that's the glue that holds us together. The discussion took a poignant turn as Kyle reflected on societal expectations, especially for women in relationships. There's this pressure on women to be perfect, to look a certain way, to keep their partners happy. But the reality is, it's a two-way street. We should both feel safe and secure. When women undermine each other, that's when the snakes come out. Her demeanor shifted from her fierce warrior stance to one of empathy, recognizing the shared struggles of her audience. Women need to uplift one another, not tear each other down. It's tough enough in this industry, and we should be supporting each other rather than infiltrating relationships. By the end of the conversation, Kyle's revelations had peeled back layers of her marriage. showcasing the challenges that often remain hidden behind the glamour of reality TV. She highlighted not only the vulnerabilities, but also the strengths that come from confronting those challenges head-on. A marriage grounded in open communication, respect, and loyalty can withstand even the biggest temptations in the digital age. As the interview concluded, Kyle looked directly into the camera, her message unwavering. To anyone out there facing similar pressures, remember that love isn't just about the pretty moments. It's about standing together through the storms. So let's watch out for those snakes, both in life and on social media. In that moment, Kyle Richards became not just a reality star, but a voice for anyone navigating the turbulent waters of love in a world rife with temptations and uncertainty. Her revelation served as a reminder of the importance of trust, communication, and solidarity in the quest for lasting love.